Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Queen's Club in West London for the second semi-final of the 2022 British Open, supported by the Ritlap Foundation. We've just come off a fairly classic Camden Riviera victory with Nikki Howell in the first semi-final. So we will be seeing Camden on Monday. And now we've got the fantastic prospect of either Rob Fahey or John Lumley joining him in the final. Joining me for the commentary this afternoon, you've got myself, Giles Doy, who've been offering a few bits of commentary this week. I've also joined by Josh King again, the assistant professional at Hollyport Real Tennis Club, and also Jack Josephs joining us for this match as well, assistant professional at the Royal Tennis Court, Hampton Court Palace. Afternoon, gents. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, Giles. Yeah, all good, thank you.
Well, sorry again for being so late. We're stuck in traffic. We're very happy to be here now. And we've picked a couple of good matches to come and watch.
Yeah, really enjoyed the last game.
So I hear you were both in National League action last night.
We had a lovely time in Bristol. Which,
how did that go? You were stuck in traffic. Was it worth it?
Yes, we won the away match 2-1. Jack fought hard for his singles, and it was tough. And I won my singles, and we won the doubles, which surprised us both because we are not naturally good doubles players.
No, it was our first double victory today together, so we were very happy with that and came away with a 2-1 victory away from home. So pretty happy. Yeah, very great to be here. We've been really enjoying the tournament. We had it on in the club at Bristol last night.
Excellent stuff.
Saw a great performance from John Lumley a couple of days ago.
Yep. Let's have a quick look at the players as they're practicing a few rests on the floor. Receiving end at the moment, we've got John Lumley. He defending champion for this year, and has overcame Chris Chapman in 4 sets in the quarterfinals on Thursday night. Quite a late quarterfinal that he had on Thursday night, and also saw Levi Gale in the second round earlier in the week as well. Perhaps a more comfortable victory for John there. Down at the service end, probably the man who needs no introduction, but he'll get one anyway. Rob Fahey taking part in what will probably be his last British Open singles. Has won pretty much everything that the sport has to offer, but clearly will be looking to go for another British Open victory this year. Yes, we won't go through all his career highlights. They are on the screen. It's an absolutely incredible career that Rob has had. Rob, to get here, Rob took on Bryn Sayers in the quarterfinal. Very tight 4-set match that eventually went Rob's way. And also defeated Darren Long earlier in the competition. Again, a couple of very tight sets. It was enough to get through three sets to love. We mentioned earlier that this match is a repeat of the US Open semi-final.
Go on then, Colin, what do you want to say?
US Open semi-final earlier in the year.
Live on YouTube, don't worry.
Which Rob Fahey won that 6-4, 6-4, 6-5 to get through to the final. And then before that, Rob and John met in this exact same match at the British Open semi-final last year as well. With John being successful on that one, winning 4 love and 4. Looks like the players have just finishing their warm-up. Drew Lyons back in the marker's chair. Well, it's not even a chair. He's just standing around, getting everything ready for the start of play. Gents, I think this one's too close to call. I really don't know which way this is going to go. I have a real feeling that we could be looking at 5 sets here.
Yeah.
This must be the toughest one to call in the tournament so far. I think I've seen a table of your predictions, and this one I think you put down the middle, or it's a very slight towards Rob, but it was almost split down the middle, and I can't call it. If I had to give an answer, I'd say Rob by a hair.
Yep.
But I would put nothing in it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty hard to bet against Rob on this one. Mm-hmm. As Josh said, probably the toughest match of the tournament to call, but I would never bet against Rob to win any real tennis match.
Those are absolutely fair sentiments. Yeah, I think the form that John has gone through recently, but you just discounting Rob is you do that at your peril.
Semi-final of the Ritlap Foundation British Open 2022. Before I introduce the players, can I please ask you to switch off your mobile phones, no flash photography, and please keep still while the players are in action. Thank you. At the service end, please welcome the number 3 seed professional from Philadelphia. His name is John Lumley. At the receiving end, please welcome the number 2 seed professional from the Oratory School. His name is Rob Fahey. This semi-final is supposed to 5 6-game sets. Players are ready. First game, double. Oh. Half a yard, 15 all. Oh. Really? 30-15.
Josh and Jack being a little bit hesitant about pinning down a prediction. I'm going to say I'm going to go for John in 5. I think we're in here for a long haul. I'm certainly glad that we've got a few chairs here. We got the live chat up and running. Great to have lots of people joining. Get your predictions in. Are you with us, or are you backing someone else?
Chase for a yard. Second gallery.
Excellently watched by John there.
Oh, what a start to the match. Both players firing all cylinders already. Needing no time to warm up here.
No, and certainly, I think as we saw in the quarterfinals, if you come up against either of these guys and you're sleeping a little bit in the first few games, you're going to get punished.
Game to the server. First game. Serve leads 15 up, chase the yard. West the yard. First up, half the yard was 6. $40.15. $30.40. Game to the server, 1 game all. Clean up. Last gallery.
Fantastic rest. Great examination of both players' backhands there.
$15.
We have our first comment on the YouTube from Henry Dalton, an up-and-coming RTC junior. He's predicted John in 3 sets. Bold prediction.
I think he's looking pretty fierce. I think this being potentially his last race in the British Open.
The last gallery.
He'd like to have a go at the with Cameron one more time.
Last gallery.
Ooh.
Face of action by the marker.
40-15. Chase was 4. Chase off. Was 4. 40-15 receiver. Chase 2.
I think we're only just about 3 games, just under 3 games in. I think the person with the most lightning quick reactions has probably been Drew on this one. He's
had to dodge a few of John's railroads there.
there's definitely been
40-15 Chase 2.
some quick actions by Drew there. I think it's not used to though.
Chase off. 40-15. Game to server. 2 games to 1. 2-1 first set. Steal up. All.
Some support from John coming in the comments. Marcus Pordoy, go on John. Tom Cornell, come on Lummers, crush it. Ethan Bardo coming out for Rob. I'm saying 3 love to Rob. Bicep emoji.
Feels pretty balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty balanced down there.
And rightly so. So you can't really call this one.
I think it's a sign of things to come.
I hope so.
Another excellent dodge by Drew there.
It's the 5th one.
More of those.
fantastic series of
Service advantage.
rests going on here.
First set. Love. What's the 30 love?
Very bizarre set of rests just now. We've had, I think, something like 7 or 8 dead on from Rob. Really, without John really knowing what to do.
I think Rob, like Cam, is just so comfortable from the receiver's end, but for different reasons. Cam was able to soak up pressure. Rob's able to apply so much pressure from the receiver's end. So often you see Rob happy just to win points and win games from the receiver. He's been there for 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, almost about 15, 20 rests or so.
Played defensive really from the service end.
I think Rob's mixing up his return of serves really well. Another great shot there from Rob.
we had more messages coming through chat. Matt, if John can keep the tempo of the match going, he'll be in control here. Thank you. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. It's definitely been quite frantic and very fast-paced, for sure.
Hazard the line. Chase 5. $40-15. Gains the server. Three games to 5. Chase, words to the yard.
Fantastic rest there by both players.
Shot from. I think there's been quite a clear shift in John's serving pattern here. I think he was opting more for railroads at the start of the set. I think Rob was having quite a lot of success on the main wall force there, but he's changing to slightly slower serves, PKs, high sidewalls. Rob's having to adjust his position and not being able to force like he was on the railroads.
We've got some betting going on in the chat. We've got Tom Cornell bets Ethan £10. John wins in straight sets. What do we think of that?
I mean,
That's bold.
given that he's 5-3 down, that is a bold prediction.
I mean, to be fair, he said that I think earlier this set. Yeah. £10.
Juice, Hazard, second gallery. Martin receiver. Chase Washington 2.
So first set point for Rob Fahey. Beats a worse than 1 yard chase with a dead on force, takes the first set, 10th dead on of the match.
Games to 3. Second set, level. No chase, 30.
There it is again.
First game, second set. First game, second set. Chase better than 2. Right, 2 love. Love.
Ooh. Great rest. Great pickup from Rob there.
Fantastic passage of play. We've got some of the first set stats on the screen here. I think the second set is very much continued in that way. I think it's that first row we've got to look at here. 10 dead on in that first set up against John's 2. Really was that kind of passage in the middle of the set where John was serving, and was serving very well. But Rob just finding any opportunity to pop it straight back into the dead on.
What do you serve to Rob Fahey?
That's,
Would you rather deal with the game's best force or the game's best cut volley?
Leagues, 40 love. Chase better than 2.
The problem no one's really solved yet. Good. Wasn't good enough.
1 game to 2. Love. All.
So I've got a killer stat for you, gents. In Rob's previous match with Bryn, he hit 25 dead on in 4 sets. He's currently on 17 in a set and a half. And in his first match with Darren Long, he hit 18 dead on in a 3 set, admittedly with two very close sets, but 18 dead on in 3 sets. He's already at 17, a set and a half the way through.
Second set. Love.
I think we've got a lot of John Lumley fans on the live stream. Playing very well, digging in here.
I'd certainly say support for Rob in the side galleries and in the dead on, I think is far exceeding supporters for John. Lots of celebrations for Rob as he's winning points, taking a lead in the second set.
Last gallery. 30-15. 30-15, receiver, one chase.
Do keep your support, do keep your predictions coming through on the live chat. Feels like it's really starting to feel like it's very finely balanced still. Although feels like John's starting to get a little bit of momentum going, starting to build up a little bit of a rhythm.
It's finding better length. I don't need to attach at the start, while we're just picking those up.
Server leads 30-15, worse than 3. Worse than 2. Chase and the game, 3 games all. 3 all, second set. 3 all.
Good to see some Middlesex students in the crowd joining us in the viewing gallery.
It's a packed court. Yeah, plenty of folks from across the country and folks flying in as well to see some top quality tennis here.
Chase 4 and 5.
Always great to see the folks from Middlesex around. Obviously, you were there not that long ago, Jack.
Love server. Hazard, second gallery. Hazard, second gallery. Love. Second gallery,
Great pick up on the backhand volley there by John, just missing the grill by Rob. Dispatched it into second gallery.
I think both players know how important this set is. I'm not sure how many times Rob would have lost a 2-love lead. But it is on a knife edge here.
Match O reckons this is looking more like John in 5 match. To keep Rob on the move and unable to set up for his targets. Getting big numbers now on the live stream. 112 watching. If you are watching, what do you think? What does John need to do? Let us know your thoughts. What are your predictions?
Receiver leads 40 love. Second go.
Oh.
15-40.
Just as John started to put a bit of momentum together, Rob cutting that off, then on to win the game.
Love. Dino. No chase. Dino. Chase, 2-3, 30-15.
We've had a quick look back in the history books to try and find the last time Rob lost a match that went 5 sets. I've kept looking through the records. Well, there have only been about 3 or 4 times that a match with Rob has gone to 5 sets. The last time he lost a match going to a 5th set was the 2017 Champions Trophy. So what's that? Almost 6 years ago now.
Who was that with?
He lost to Chris Chapman.
Chase, 2-3. Worse than 2. Worse than 2. the server. Server leads 5 games to 3. Second set.
It's a must-win for John this game.
5-3. Love. No chases. 15 all.
Extremely tight serve from Rob there. Job doing everything he can to just get the ball back in play. That gives Rob 2 set points to take a 2-set lead.
Interesting comment from Henry Dalton. Stats currently indicating that the receiver will win.
I think that's indicative of just how strong Rob is on the receiver's end.
Yep.
He's so happy, unlike most players, to stay on the receiver's end and just pump dead-ons and win games.
I think
most players are looking for a way out of the receiver's end. Rob seems happy just staying there and winning games.
Yeah, it's very, very clear to see, particularly at the start of this set. Rob's not looking. He's not looking to get to get galleries or anything like that. It's just let's just keep the scoreboard ticking over. Set point to Rob.
Another great set of tennis. I think when you see Rob winding up there, there's only one outcome.
Feels like a very appropriate way to round off that second set as well.
Tom Cornell, you've lost £10, I'm afraid.
Yes, we've got
that bet of John winning in 3 straight sets. Masso still reckons John in 5.
Could happen.
Could happen.
Yeah,
strange things have happened.
The 5-set match is definitely is definitely on. We can have a quick look at where we're at with the second set stats. John's just stepped off court to take a comfort break.
Let's have a look at this.
And again, it again feels like much of the same as the first set. Just look at that dead-on count for Rob.
It's pretty identical, doesn't it?
It's pretty much exactly the same. And
points served. So
I think
John served 36, Rob served 26, and he won 6-3.
Yeah, and that I think very much plays to Henry's comment in the chat that it's a very bizarre set where actually taking on the serve doesn't seem to be kind of yielding the kind of regular advantage that normally should be. So we've got we'll continue to wait while John steps off court for a little bit. But it's kind of, I guess, question that we've probably pondered before. How does John get back into this now? Like he's actually had 2 pretty decent sets, but Rob's just found a couple of plans and just made them work.
I think the change of service helps. I think staying away from railroads, I think that's playing Rob's strengths too much. I think John's better able to cope with Rob's cut volley return and serve as opposed to giving him the opportunity to hit a force. And I think staying with high walls, doing PKs, and really bobbles seem to be Cam's option at the World Championship, and that seems to be quite effective. So maybe a bobble's the solution. Who knows?
Yeah,
apparently.
We've.
I think we're running out of time to find out.
We are starting to run out of time a little bit. I think actually it's one of the things that Cam said in commentary earlier in the week. There's someone with the ability and skill of Cam has said actually serving on this court is very, very difficult to do. I don't know if that's just extreme modesty on his part or serving on this court is very difficult to get it work.
This court to serve on to one of the best receivers in the game.
Yeah, and I think that might be why we're seeing a real diversity in serves. You know, if people are trying to see. Trying to find some serves that are working or serves that aren't working. Although, of course, you want to be mixing things up. You don't want to get your opponent into a bit of a rhythm.
I think it's very easy to overthink your serving when your opponent is returning so well.
Yeah.
And Rob is definitely returning well here.
Yes, absolutely. Clearly craves the short point. Clearly finding a way through with John. With John's, with Rob's return serve, really just main wall dead on. We've seen that over 20 times, I think, over the course of these two sets. John returning back to court now. We're now missing a marker.
114 in the chat. Who knows what John should do? Let us know. What are your thoughts? Serve, change of tactics.
Creative solutions welcomed on that one as well.
What would you do?
What would you do? 3 sets to beat Rob to get a place in the final on Monday. Right, we're ready now for set number 3.
Receiver leads by 2 sets to love. Third set level. See love.
What a way to start the third set.
Amazing control of the timbre there from Rob. So Josh, what do you think of the tournament so far?
So far, I think we've had great qualifiers rounds. We've seen some good talent come through. We've seen Penny Austin, Bertie Ballot. Who have I missed?
Will Flynn.
Will Flynn.
Server leads 30 love. Chase the last gallery. First gallery.
Absolutely magnificent pickup from John there, coming off the timber and 2 walls, and Rob just dispatching straight back in this direction to win the gallery.
Penalty 4.
Wow.
I have to say, Ben Gatenbeek, sitting right behind me, has done a fantastic job on the streaming this year.
Big shout out to Ben.
We've had fantastic comments, not just in the chat throughout this week, but also people coming up in person and passing on some fantastic feedback for Ben. It's I understand it's been almost 12 months in the making, and I fear for Ben that he's produced something so good that he's committed himself to do this for the rest of his life. Aha, we have some views from Henry Dalton. Rob is on fire. John needs to do less full-face timbre, slow it down, more delicate around missing the timbre. I think there have definitely been a couple of occasions where John's wanted to hit the timbre, hasn't, but also vice versa.
Where's the second? Receiver. Come on.
It's a big game for John to win.
1-1. strokes. Hazard a yard. That's 1. More than a yard worse than last gallery.
Frustrating couple of points there for John. He's keeping his composure well. What do you think, Josh? How's he going to turn it around?
I think he needs to stay clear of railroads. I think anything loose off the back wall just gives Rob a chance to open up. I think, who was it? Henna 2006. What's Henna's name?
Henry Dalton.
Henry Dalton. I think he's right. I think slow it down, keep it short. Don't give Rob a chance to try the ball hard.
Off the chase and the game. 2 games to 1. 2-1. Serve leads. Third set. Love. Game to receiver.
Few
games
gasps
all,
of breath
first
end of that game. Quite a few errors from Rob. Uncharacteristic pattern of
Love. All. No chases. All. Gallery. 30 all.
So a question to our YouTubers. We want to know which has been your favourite match of the tournament so far. And also we want to know which match was the biggest upset tournament. Let us know in the comments.
Pressure and let us know your thoughts.
Steve leads 40-30. Second gallery. Second gallery. Juice. Serves advantage. Juice.
Just tapped the very top of the out of court line. You might not have seen on the cameras there. Just touched the base. 3-2 to Rob. Not really sure how Rob found an angle from there to get that into last gallery, but certainly managed to do so. I think one of the things we started to notice a little bit more, little bit more last couple of games. Rob's attempts to try and climb up the tambour wall. Definitely something I think we're going to miss when Rob finally does decide to call it a day. Comments in the chat. Sebastian, Bryn versus Rob. That was a truly fantastic match. Very much seesaw from one way to the other.
Shakes off.
Great shot there from John.
Last gallery. Last gallery. .30 server. Worst of 4, 15-30.
Bryn's taking his chances.
Henry Dalton in the chat. Best match, this one. I think I agree with you there, Henry. And the biggest upset was Nick Howe smashing BTM. Must admit, I didn't see that one, but I did see the score, and I was surprised. Did you see that one?
Yeah, we that was the quarter final on Thursday. Yeah, I don't think Ben will thank us for mentioning that, but it was. I think the thing that surprised me a lot was how swift it was. It was over in literally about an hour and a quarter.
Game server, 3 games all.
Great athleticism from John to pick that up just under the second gallery.
Server leads.
Oh. Incredible set so far. I think it's at this point in the last 2 sets where Rob's managed to find a different gear. Be interesting to see if John can turn the tables this set.
Yeah,
all the crowd would like to see another set.
I think the crowd would love to see at least another set. I think this was also we were in a similar position in the second set as well. We got to three games all, and then Rob very quickly, bam, 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 3 games in a row, seals out the second set. John needs to seal this off and take the lead in the set. Serves advantage. Server, 4 games to 3.
Oh. Don't know if you guys have seen this comment from Rhett Riviere. Can't quite believe it. It's just said. Don't think I've ever seen a set this level where one player only won 1 point, referring to John Lumley and Chris Chapman's match.
Yeah, this is
Can we confirm that?
Mystery Six Love set. Wow.
That's right. That was again. These all seem to be matches that I was commentating on. I'm not sure there's a theme here. Yes, the second set of that. John won 24 points and Chris won 1.
Hold on. 15-40. 15-40.
Feels like Rob has stepped this up a gear. You can see the finish line in sight. 5-3 up, 4 points to go to get into the final on Monday night.
It's outrageous.
Great change of direction there by John to keep Rob cemented in the middle of the court.
No chasers. 15 all.
This looks very much like the Rob we saw on day 3 of the World Championships. Just it's a much more intense version. We occasionally see Rob come out and look quite relaxed, leaving some shots. Not today. He's running everything down. Yeah, like we said, this could be his last run in the British Open singles. So just keen to go out with a bang.
Absolutely, we're getting some great feedback from folks on the live chat as well. Nigel coming in, fabulous advert for the sport, the king of racket sports, deserving as much wider exposure.
2 and 3. 2 and 3.
Thank you, Nigel. Great to have you joining us.
So good.
Hazard better than half a yard.
you go.
Rob
Got
just
place.
in complete control of the middle of the court.
40-30.
Took place in this year's final.
Match point.
Chase.
John's not doing much wrong here.
No, very difficult. Very good. Very difficult to see what John's doing here. Coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, we've got a commemoration of the life of Pete Bostwick, who passed away recently. That won't be streamed on court, but will be in one of the club rooms here at Queen's Club. Meanwhile, match point for Rob.
Better than 2 juice. Advantage, better than 2.
John's not going away here.
Definitely injecting a lot of pace. Rob looking like he was trying to slow it down a little bit during that point, but John really just bringing the power back into things.
Chase better than 2.
He's got an opportunity to give himself a bit of breathing room here.
To 5. Chase 5.
John showing great character here.
Another message from Jack Carter. Loving the commentary team. Great stuff, guys. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Jack. I feel like it's written in the stars here for Rob.
Give up 2 chases.
2 chases, 2 points away.
The last ever singles competition. Oh, John Lumley.
Good.
Better than 3.
Rise to 30 all.
Can Lumley turn this around, Josh?
Dead on number 27 to bring up his second match point. There you have it, folks. 6-3, 6-3, 6-4. Rob Fahey goes through to Monday's final. The retirement party will have to wait a couple more days as yet. We'll have a quick look at the key statistics there.
26 dead on.
26 dead on, which does exceed actually the dead on count that he got against Bryn in 4 sets earlier in the week. And also, I think there's a curiosity here about winning the match without actually serving the majority of the points, actually by quite some distance.
That was an incredible match to watch.
Yeah, that was really good fun. And so that leaves us with Camden versus Rob in the final. It might sound a bit familiar. On Monday night, there are still tickets available, still tickets going through the T&RA website. If you fancy coming down and watching again what will probably now be definitely Rob's final singles match, get your tickets through the T&RA website. Spaces in the side galleries are still available. But I think that brings us to the end of our coverage for today for the semi-finals. Jack, Josh, any final concluding comments?
Well, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Monday night now. Rob Fahey, Camden Riviere. Rob's last single match.
Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No.
Excellent.
Thank you for having us.
No, thank you very much.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks to everybody for joining us on the live stream, and have a great evening. And it's double semi-final matches tomorrow, and in a short while we'll have the commemoration for Pete Bostwick Jr. So do join us along for that. But otherwise, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Enjoyed. Have a good evening.